come lick with your boy, come late. Come and blow some trees with your boy, let's late. We can watch a flick if your boy come late. We can joyride and explore late. Baby, come lick with your boy, come late. Come and blow some trees with your boy, let's late. We can watch a flick if your boy come late. We can joyride and explore.
You're now tuned into Linked Up with Lux.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Lux. Today's episode is called The Altima Era. Real motion don't need a Lamborghini. All right. So today's episode, we're pretty much going to talk about how guys out here, they think by flashing, name brands and, having big stacks of cash or whatever, it's going to get the girl, and they think like, hey, I got motion, I got money. You see what I got on? I got Balenciagas on, I got Prada, I got Gucci, look at my backpack. Some of y'all men be out here wearing purses. Y'all ain't gonna call it a purse though. Yeah, Merces, so it's like y'all be out here doing all of this stuff, trying to get all of these name brands, whether they're real or they're fake, to simply impress the women, right? And it's y'all out here with these exotic cars, renting them. Y'all literally spending thousands just to stunt, for the gram for a day, or in some cases a few hours, just to make women seem like, oh man, he is living a certain lifestyle. He got it like that. He's a boss. He is a boss. But it's pretty crazy when you really think about it, because it's like that car that you spent all of your life savings to rent, it's literally talking louder than you do. So essentially, it's kind of like the car is doing the dating, not you. It's like when women see that, they get impressed, right? So you like that type of stuff. You're like, ooh, okay, she's impressed. She's giving me, a time. She's giving me attention. She's going to get up in here and be happy. She's going to act like she likes me. Keyword, act like she likes me. And maybe if I'm lucky, I will get the buns. You think you're going to get the buns off of an illusion? And sometimes if you play your game good enough, hey, you just might. But if that's how you want to live your life, hey, I'm so rich, I got this, I own businesses, I do this, I do that, I'm a rapper, I do that. It's like, okay, fake it till you make it, right? You know what I'm saying? But eventually, if that's what you led with, they're eventually going to see the truth. And if that's all you care about, hey, fake like you're rich to get buns. Hey man, do what you gotta do, right? But at the end of the day, it's just like you really have no motion. You know what I'm saying? Because them clothes, you're literally relying on them brands. You know what I'm saying? You relying on your designer drip, right? And it's just you hiding behind a paywall. Your personality like substance. You can walk into a room, you got a freaking $2,000 outfit on, right? So you sitting there. They should look at me. They gonna look at me, right? I got Gucci on. Look at my shoes. Look at my pants. Look at my belt buckle. Ooh, I'm fresh. You know what I'm saying? I got Ferragamo on. Look at me. You better look at me. But when it comes down to it, if you strip away the foreign car, you take away the designer clothes, and all of the little fake expensive dinners that you be saving up for, working at freaking Einstein Bagel to make you a little check. No shade. I'm just saying, because a lot of y'all do be working regular jobs. So you grinding it up, just so you can save up $1,000, get it all out in ones and make it seem like you flexing, right? What are you actually bringing to the table though? Truly, think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because if the answer is nothing, you don't have no motion. You honestly might even just have a high limit credit card, or you just, saved up for the occasion, but I'm going to tell you this, for me, my very first car was a 1999 Nissan Altima. Okay. And then at a certain point, it had a little rust on the bottom and all of that, but you better believe that car did not matter. You know what I'm saying? I was still out here. I was still able to pull. I was young. I was like, 17, maybe 18. I didn't have no money like that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't rich. You know what I'm saying? It was a little beat up little Nissan Altima. And at a certain point, I put a bra on the front of it. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know, I put HID headlights on it, and in the inside, I like had the little LED lights, so it was like a light show. Then eventually, I ended up getting it tinted, all the way around, 5% limo tint, and that didn't stop nothing. I'm talking about I had so many memories in that car. I'm picking up women. We're going to the, by the in Wisconsin, it's called like Governor's Island or whatever. It's like a secluded island. We're sitting by the lake in certain places. You know what I'm saying? We chilling. We smoking or whatever. Yeah, we just vibing, straight vibes. You know what I'm saying? It was like freaking fun on wheels. And whatever else came with that came with it. We ain't gonna say nothing else. But just me pulling up. Hey, I'm pulling up. Pulling up on 3 girls. Hey, picking them up. Boom, boom. Vibing, chilling. I'm talking about I had the subs, you know what I'm saying? The screen in there, I had the screen that goes up. This is when everybody was, customizing radios and stuff like that. So it was the screen that flipped up, from the center console. So it was like a show. It was like, whoa, like it was decked out. It was decked out, and that was my transportation. I'm putting $10 in the tank. We riding all day. Where you want to go? You want to go here? Let's go there. Let's go to the zoo. Let's go on a date. Let's go out to eat. Oh, they got this going on. I was in traffic. You couldn't tell me nothing. I'm riding down the street. Doom, doom, da, doom, 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 da, doom, 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 doom. It was party on wheels. Literally party on wheels, you know what I'm saying? And I was still out here getting numbers. You feel me? It was easy. Still out here getting numbers. And you know why? Because it wasn't based upon having a fancy car. It was all off of confidence. It was all off of my ability to tell jokes and to make eye contact, you know what I'm saying? And to have an actual conversation. It's not just pulling up Lamborghini, Birdman hand rub. Yeah, they gonna look at me. You're going to give me time. You see what I'm in? Yeah, you're going to look. You're going to give me time, But I'm telling you, I made the best memories with that car, from, again, hanging out at the park, just driving around, you know what I'm saying? Pulling up on somebody, and sitting on a porch, for hours, and women loved it because the vibe was real. They didn't care what I pulled up in. I mean, I could have pulled up on a bike. I've done that before, by the way. But as long as I showed up, they don't care if I pulled up in a freaking milk truck. They don't care if I pulled up in a freaking, what they call them things, slug bug, whatever, a PT Cruiser. It didn't matter as long as I showed because they wanted to see me. You feel me? Like, it didn't matter, And a lot of women, they're very smart. Because they see through all of the fake facade that people be putting up, you know what I'm saying? Because true high value women, right? They might enjoy nice things, but they get bored very fast. Because if you're trying to stun and show them a lifestyle that they're already used to, okay, at a certain point, it's going to be like you have zero charisma. Like, okay, you have a Lamborghini, I can get a Lamborghini. Or you have a Lambo, my dad has a Lambo. Like, okay, like, where's the personality? If that's all you got to offer is material stuff, you're always going to lose. Or you're going to get to a point where it's big bank tank, little bank, and you can't compete. Or it's going to get to a point where you're going to win her over with the flex charm. But then you're going to be upset once it gets to that point where she's, gimme, more. And you're like, dang, hold on, wait, I just took you to this 5-star restaurant and I was flexing and had my only Gucci outfit that I had on and you want to do it again tomorrow? What's the problem? You got it like that, right, Moneybags? So, you got to get in where you fit in. So that's why it's faking it never is a good thing, because why are you faking it? I get it. Some people, they feel like they have to fake it, right? But if you put the same amount of energy into yourself to improve yourself, then the time and energy that you put into acquiring these luxury things, I promise you, you would probably be able to pull things organically and naturally. What's your appearance? Are you a little overweight? Do you got to work out? Do you got to hit the gym? Do you lack confidence? Do you need to learn how to love yourself? Do you have a fresh haircut? Do you have nice clothes other outside of the fake freaking, Gucci, like whatever? Can you dress? Like, you need to heal yourself and say you are healed and this is just how you live your life. You just want to flex. I mean, you don't respect women, I guess, right? Because you're just looking at it like women are just supposed to drool, over you and freaking drop to their knees just because you pulled up in a freaking Urus. You pulled up in a Porsche. Like, we all know that they all say that money does attract women, right? That's a no-brainer. Like, of course, you can acquire women by having luxury and fancy things and stuff like that, but is that all you want women to want you for? Is that all you want women to see you as? Like, oh, he's the guy that drives the fancy blah, 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 right? Like, are you actually genuinely building connections off of your personality? Or are you only genuinely building connections because you have access to a yacht? And, baddies want to go out for the weekend and they know that they can hit you up and you're going to bring that boat out or rent that boat or rent that, fancy car. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, do they like you for you or do they like you for what you can do for them? How, the same way you're trying to finesse them, to be around and to hopefully get lucky, they're trying to finesse you because you're the guy that's pretending like you got it like that. So at a certain point, you're going to buy her a purse. You're going to buy her, a fancy dinner. You're going to take her on a trip. You're going to pick her up in that fancy car so she can flex and, do her thing on the gram and on Snap and Facebook or whatever the case may be. So it's like, hey, you see what I'm saying? They might be using you and you're trying to use them. So, I mean, it is what it is. But it's just really wild, though, to see men that really be out here thinking with that mindset that I just got to flex. All I got to do is flex. You know what I'm saying? Because if you took all of that away, you couldn't pull no woman for freaking the life of you. You know what I'm saying? Like if I said, hey, just approach her, being yourself, being humble, being, like down to earth. If you can't even pull and communicate and make women be interested into you naturally and organically, then the problem is you. And I see why you would run to flexing because you're looking for the cheat code. You're looking for the quick escape. Like, okay, I don't know how to talk to women. Every time I talk to women, they reject me. I don't know how to start this conversation. So money, 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 money. Like, what? You walk up on a woman, you're trying to get to know her. You're so nervous. You walk up on her like, hey, what's your name? And she's like, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, oh, nice to meet you. Cricket, cricket, cricket. I have a Lamborghini. Like, what? Like, you can't have these natural situations. And it's crazy. But again, back to when I was younger, back to when I had the Altima, back to when I had the 2021 Toyota Highlander, back to when I had the 2006 Hyundai Elantra, or actually it was a Sonata. Back to when I had the freaking 2004 Infiniti G35. I always was myself. You know what I'm saying? I made the best out of my situations every time. It didn't matter. Like, my car didn't decide if I was going to be able to pull or not. And I'm going to pull up in whatever. I could literally pull up in a beater. I'm talking about and women still going to go, Now, I get it. There's certain women out there that do have higher standards, right? So they do tend to judge people based upon whatever, because they're already on a higher level in terms of what they don't want to settle for. I get that. You got women out here with BBLs, and they're like, I would never freaking hop in no freaking old car, even if it's a modern new car. Some women They're so programmed to think that they deserve to have a certain lifestyle, a certain luxury lifestyle, a certain rich man. You know what I'm saying? It's like they think that so bad to the point where they decide that I'm not messing with nothing less than this. And hey, that's their choice, right? But there's women with BBLs out here that are working at McDonald's. There's women with BBLs out here working at Hobby Lobby. Now again, when they get to showing that booty around, they might find a high caliber man with a bag, and he's gonna trick and drop that bag and all of that. But you see what you're trying to impress. So you're trying to impress women that are literally living with their mom. No shade. And they're grown. You're out here trying to impress women that freaking did barely graduated high school, but they got nice assets like, physical attributions, their body, nice chest, nice booty. You're out here trying to impress these women who clearly barely finished school, but all their life they've just been drooled over. And you want to come, Captain Sava, you know what, with your money, trying to be like, ooh, I can change your life, baby. I can boss you up. So, of course, what you think she gonna do? She met you. She see you as an opportunity. It'd be no different if you came across a woman in your life that was like, I'll buy you anything. What do you need? You want that new PlayStation? You want that new Grand Theft Auto? You want this? You want that? You know what I'm saying? There's women out there that are like that, that will buy you everything. So it's like, again, you have to look at it from that perspective. If someone doesn't want you for what you are at that current state, where you are in that current state, and based on what you have at that current state, what you doing? You're just out here trying to flex and show off because you think it looks good and sounds good. But it's like, at the end of the day, what are you gaining? You should want someone who wants you for who you are. I'm just saying, y'all be out here looking like clowns. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all be out here, money this, money that. I got a freaking Louis Vuitton bag. Look at my backpack. My backpack costs more than your rent. Okay, cool. Do you even have a place to live? Do you even have a car? And say you do. Say you do. Okay, you do. But you're out here prioritizing these freaking $1 billion freaking brands when they don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can freaking pull up with I can't even think of a brand right now, but I can pull up with a Walmart brand freaking backpack right now. You know what I'm saying? And still pull off a personality. Like, that's pathetic that you feel you need material things to be able to pull women. That is sad. That's sad. And of course, y'all gonna be like, oh, if you ain't got it, just say that. If you ain't got it like that, you wouldn't understand. Hey, what I do understand is when I was younger, I never had to spend money to impress women. That's what I do know. Okay, I'm talking 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I never had to spend money for a woman to show interest in me. Now, have I spent money in the moment to make memories and to enjoy the moment, like going on a date or, paying for a mission? Of course, like bought flowers, little stuff like that. Absolutely. But I never had to show my wealth for a woman to be interested in me. I mean, again, literal situations in my past, multiple times. We can go to the park. We don't have to spend no money. You're just happy you're around me. You know what I'm saying? We're doing free stuff. We're doing simple stuff. Whatever. Like, I didn't have to show my money for a woman to show interest in me. And that is y'all problem. And y'all be coming out swinging. Oh, Gucci this. Oh, designer that. Oh, right. Y'all be coming out the gate, letting it be known, this is what I got. Ooh, this is what I got. Woo, woo. But then be surprised when women ask you for money. I mean, you can't sit here and be like, ooh, I drive this, I got that. Woo, 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 woo. I'm so this, I'm so that. And be shocked and baffled when a woman has her hand out. Like, why are you shocked? You say you got it, right? You know what I'm saying? Why you wasting her time trying to stunt on her and make it and build this illusion and make it seem like, oh yeah, I got it, baby. Yeah, I got racks. And she asks you for $100 to pay her phone bill, and you like, you don't get $100? Uh, well, do better. If you got it like that, hey, you got it like that. Pay her phone bill. Go get her nails did. You know, because you want something from her so she can get something from you. I mean, at least you trying to do this just so you can try to crack. She's trying to see where you at. She's trying to check the temp, you know, because what is money? What is money to somebody who can make their own money? What is material stuff to somebody who doesn't care about material stuff? You feel me? So it's like, what? You can't spend $200 to go get her feet and hands done? Like, do better. But anyways, it's your boy Lux. I'm out.